Okay, everybody, it is the last final run of the sluice. We're gonna sluice this big old pile of copper sitting right here on this here floor, and we're gonna call it a wrap, and we're gonna bag it and tag it and weigh it and see what we got. I'm actually quite curious to see what the final number is, but I want to get there first. But Mason boy's out there hunting squirrels. I don't know exactly where he is, but he's right back there somewhere. Yeah, we're gonna dive right into this. We're diving into this now, okay? Yeah. Well, we're gonna get this done so it's out of the way, and after that I got a big old buggy of scrap right here. This buggy's full and the bench is halfway filled. And that's gonna be our next paychecks. All right, I'm gonna get you all set up right on up here, and I'm gonna fire up the pump, and we're gonna get to work. We're going to go now. We're going to start scooping copper out that window, just like I said. Oh, I got to turn that pressure washer on. Better do that. Beautiful. You know, I really had thoughts about keeping 100 pounds of this to try to sell it online or something. People actually sell copper granules online, and people pay by the pound for it. That's something to really look into. Since I'm getting this stuff so clean, I mean, is there other alternatives other than selling this stuff to scrap yards? Because I think there might be. You get that squirrel. You get that squirrel, Mason boy. You get him. Mason's out there bucking at squirrels. He's got one up a tree, man. These 2 scoops of copper I'm putting out the window, don't let it fool you. It's heavy. Granulated copper has some density to it. That pile down there, I know it doesn't look like a whole lot, but it is, I think. Some more. I think that's running at like 30% capacity, I would say. Probably at a third of its power. Come on, that's really clean. Look at that. Every single time I ran this stuff out here, it was always on camera. And anytime I ever recorded it out here, it wasn't an all-day thing either. Think about it, I gotta edit the videos as well. Sometimes I only get 2.5 hours of work out here per time I'm out here, you know what I mean? Probably the same reason why I only burnt two tanks of fuel out of the water pump, and that was it. That's one thing is it's in my head it's definitely worth it, but it's hard to tell when half of your day goes to making videos and editing them for you guys to watch and judge, you know? So I apologize for not answering everybody's comments right away, but in due time I'm going to be able to have enough time to sit down for an hour or two and answer all of them. I can't wait. It's just been non-stop for me. I'm planning on doing 2 or 3 more dumpster dives before I leave too, so I make sure I got plenty enough money. All this copper I've been chopping, it still might not even be enough to get me to Florida. Who knows? All right, we are well past the halfway point of what we got in there. All right, I thought I would invite you guys out for the last few scoops of running the sluice, and then that's it for the season. Last few scoops, and that's it. I had to let my batteries charge up, but whatever. This was a great success for me this year. This project has come a long way since I started it, and I'm very happy for that. Okay. We got a lot more upgrades that I actually have in mind for next year, and I'm going to need your guys' help. Those comments are sure powerful. They really are. And I appreciate every single one of them, even if it's just saying good video or thanks for posting or anything, man. I appreciate all encouragement to what I do over here. Okay, you guys will probably get 2 more scoops after this. Yeah, we got some improvements that we can make for sure, but the concept, the idea, and the accuracy is there. So, I am very blessed for those things, okay? We're gonna go out here and clean it up. Oh boy, with hardly any light, sorry. Look at how beautiful it is. That is 100% clean, that scoop right there. Gosh, I'm so happy. I never thought that I'd get granules that clean. But look, there it is. Now we gotta find a way to max out the speed and improve the system a bit more. And then I think we'll be doing very, 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 very good. I mean, look at that. Oh man. The copper that makes it the farthest down here has more contaminant in it. That is something I want to improve on. I had a thought about something, and I'm going to tell it to you once we go back inside the shop real quick. Just let me finish this couple scoops right here. See, there's a piece right there. When we get a piece, we'll just throw it back up here. Let it run back down to us, and then re-scoop it and check it. Much better. See, there's a piece. These end scoops are killing it. And that's something that we definitely need to make an improvement on. See it right there. There's some there and there. Throw that back up there. Beautiful. That looks better. See, it's just like the last initial scoops toward the end is what we're having problems with still. But besides that, everybody, we're doing pretty darn good. And I can't wait to take off with this project next summer and improve it just a little bit more to where we get 99.99% pure. I would hope to see that. Because if I can do that, I can sell it online. I could smelt it and sell bars online for way more than scrap value. I had thoughts about that a while ago, but like last year I had thoughts of it, but last year I wasn't coming near close to purity to be able to do that. Because I'm pretty sure if you smelt copper, you're not going to want to have plastic in it when you do it. Because I think that'll put residual contaminant inside the bar that you're melting it into. Then it's going to be impossible to get it out, right? Or how does that work? Do you guys think the plastic and insulation would burn out and turn into like the slag that comes up top when you do smelting? Is that what would happen if you had plastic in there? I am curious. Because if I do go with that and it does work and succeed, I could try selling copper bars like on my shopping page on YouTube, and I could use other internet resources. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna try to get it all in there. But I really feel that could be a possibility. Why not try to sell it to people that are just looking for a bar, right? Why not? Would that work? Nice, last scoop, baby. There it is. There's our last scoop. And then we'll do a deep clean tomorrow of the shop, and then kind of see what leftovers that we have on the floor and in these little buckets of contaminants that we have on the ground. This is the very last scoop. But for the most part, this second rechop that we did, it eliminated almost all of the pieces of copper with plastic insulation still stuck on. That was the biggest problem that I was having, and I don't want to stand there and pick those out by hand, but rechopping it twice and then re-sluicing it, it removed all of it. I'm very, very blessed to have that be a success. Boy, do I love processing copper like this. I love it. This is urban mining at its best right here. Straight from a dumpster, saved from a landfill, granulated in my machine and sluiced out my sluice. That's urban mining, baby. Straight from the dumpsters. Yeah, this bucket's almost full. Beautiful, just beautiful. I thought I seen a flake of green.
Beautiful. Clean as a whistle. I don't think anybody has come so close to having it so clean like this, just granulating it and using a water sluice. I haven't seen anybody do anything like that would get it this clean. Hell, I've seen granulator systems that have multiple functions and multiple machines and would still come out impure, right? See, there's a piece. I see it. So I think with next summer's modifications that we're going to do is going to solve a lot of this problem that we have toward the end when we start scooping stuff. And I think that's the truth there, because what's left in my way is not much at all from having a beautiful, clean product. This stuff right here, I would sell these granules online if I knew a way to sell it. People claim that there is a way, but I've never seen it yet. There's one. These are the last few scoops and then it's shut down for the year. We made it. It's not like I was in a big rush back here. Besides when that ice started hitting, when it started freezing, that made me nervous, but see, there's dirty in this. I'm not putting that in my clean bucket, no way. We're gonna wash that out. Beautiful. There is a certain technique with this that you can get it really clean. Like that. It likes that. That sends the plastic away. But that's basically all there is. That one little last scoopy right here. Beautiful, nice and clean. That was it. We did it. We did it. Okay. We did it. That was it. That was it. I really want to thank everybody for following me on this journey. So, man,
We got it done. We got it done. And I got some coffee over here that's still good to drink. But yeah, we did it, everybody. We got some stuff down here to look at maybe in the morning. This stuff here is dirty. It's got some stuff in it, but for the most part, these bigger pieces, these denser chunks of copper, this stuff was from Romex wire or solid core wire. And sometimes that solid core wire could come as tin coated. Hence the few pieces here and there that we come across. I think I had a piece sitting right up here somewhere. I don't know where it is now. Oh, it's outside in that other bucket, but we are still picking out a few things here and there, but for the most part, man, I feel like I've really accomplished some big goals this year. And I'm more than grateful to share it with all y'all. Next summer we're going to come back here and we're going to do it all over again, save up all our machine wire, and then we're going to hit this project hard again with new ideas. More inspiring ideas to promote responsible recycling and cleaning this copper as best as possible, as best as we can get it. We're already in the 99% range. Let's get that last percent. And I hope you guys are going to be there with me as we do this, as we achieve the goal. And you guys help me out a lot too. I look and review at all the comments that go toward improving things that I own. So, man, keep them coming. Even if I don't answer them right away, I read them. And y'all get an answer back. You will. Promise you. I think I'm going to work on comments tonight after I'm done cooking dinner. But this was a big accomplishment tonight. We got it all sluiced, cleaned. Now, basically what we got going on back here, it's going to be hard to see, but we're dumping all of our copper right here in this big old burrito bag. And then we're going to go through it, do our last final inspection on this stuff, and then we're going to use a magnet, and we're going to magnet this copper to make sure there's no steel chunks in there. That was another thing that I wanted to bring you guys' attention is I'd like to come up with a magnet system build for this, and I got just the perfect thing right here. I just need to hook up 220 power, which I have wires ran and a panel set up already for it, but that's as far as I got with 220. That comes from here to other things. But what I'm trying to say is I got this industrial magnet. This thing's a beast. This big old magnet right here. I think I'm going to hang this right over top of the sluice right here toward the beginning so it mags up all the steel if there is any in there. I came up with 2 or 3 pieces, maybe even 4 pieces of little steel chunks that are in our batches. Don't know where they're coming from, but you know, we don't want them in there. We don't want them in there. That's something that would flag a scrapyard quickly. Like if a scrapyard sold my material to a bigger branch, like up the ladder, and they find little steel chunks inside my copper, they're gonna flag it. I already know that. So we're gonna come up with this cool magnet idea and see if that works. That'd be really cool to be running a magnet like that. Just we'd probably hang it right off of the shop outside and have it hang right over top of the sluice and see if that would work. See if that's even possible. I think it is. But man, I gotta get inside, get dinner going. Mason boy's probably like, what the heck? Where's dinner? He was out here chasing squirrels the whole time I was out here working, so yeah, I know he's tired and he's probably a little hungry, so we're gonna get inside and do what we do. And I'm probably gonna read off some comments tonight and get some answers going. Thank you everybody for watching and following my channel. This is Merchant Metals. I'm gonna go inside and be with my Mason boy and cook dinner. Merchant Metals. Like and subscribe, okay? Things are going to get wild here coming up real soon, so stay tuned for that stuff. We're not going to be in this state for much longer.
so long in construction that I forgot I had a dream. Didn't know where I was going, didn't like where I had been. So one day I gave it all up when my eyes were open wide. I packed my life into my truck with Mason Boy by my side. I kept driving, but I had to make ends meet. I started thriving by scrapping industry, dumpster diving, and street scrapping throughout America. From Michigan to Ohio, down to Florida. Merchant metals, recycle, don't destroy. Merchant metals and my dog Mason Boy. Merchant metals, thank you for stopping by. Please subscribe to my channel, leave a thumbs up and say hi. Bought myself a trailer, so when I'm on the road, I have a rolling workshop and can scrap a heavy load. When it feels like life is hard, I know just what to do. I hit the road and recycle scrap and make my dreams come true. I kept driving, but I had to make ends meet. I started thriving by scrapping in the street, dumpster diving, street scrapping throughout America. From Michigan to Ohio, down to Florida. Merchant metals, recycle, don't destroy. Merchant metals, my dog Mason Boy. Merchant metals, thank you for stopping by. Please subscribe to my channel, leave a thumbs up and say hi. Merchant metals, recycle, don't destroy. Merchant metals and my dog Mason Boy. Merchant metals, thank you for stopping by. Please subscribe to my channel, leave a thumbs up and say hi.